Greetings, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. It is wonderful to see you all. We are getting ready to do what we call a Miracle Jumpstart, which is exactly what you might think of. That running down that track and then just taking a flying leap and knowing that you are going to land on your feet, ready to go, synchronicities happening, and all good things, stepping into that flow from Jupiter, which I understand is now in Capricorn, which is the planet of luck, stability, finances, and more. So we are going to all take that flying leap together and take that jump start to the other side. Okay. So guys, let's know where you're from. So hello, I'm so happy to see you all. Please make sure in the comments you let us know where you're from so we can do that Tower of Miracle power. All right. So guys, I'm Joan of Angels. Many of you know me. I know many of you. I'm happy to see you. If you're new to my channel or if you're just returning, please like, subscribe, and share with your tribe. It's been very, very exciting to see the channels growing and to see more familiar faces and more of you. So thank you all for that. And also, I want to encourage you to go check out my website, joanofangels.com, and sign up and get that ebook that I have up there. It's free. It'll help you step on your soul path to mastery. All right. So I want to start tonight by saying thank you. I know that I've changed the time on you, so I appreciate that you're here. We are beginning this whole new launch into a new cycle around the sun. 2022 is a 2 plus a 2 plus a 2, so we're in a 6th year. We have just moved out of a 5-year, 5-year being freedom, 5-year being restriction, moving into responsibility versus burden. So we are moving into the best of times and the hardest of times. It may seem as if we're stuck in this kind of portal between worlds, which is kind of what it feels like to me at this moment. So let's just start together. And I want you to know I'm so grateful to see you. So let's just start and taking a deep breath in and letting it all out. Aha, well, that's what happens when I leave my crown in that bowl. So I think we're going to put the crown on. The crown signifying opening up your chakras to receive new information. Whew. And the way the lights are, I'm glowing tonight. So I find it really interesting. All right, good. So let's shift that energy. Let's get started. Much better. All right, guys, taking a deep breath in and letting it all out, sending your roots down to the center of the earth. So sending our roots down, 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 down. Good. And then taking another deep breath in and letting it all out, going down into the center of the earth. Good. And as we send that antenna down to the center of the earth, I want you to also pay attention to sending your antenna all the way up to the heavens so that we are connecting to the heavens down through our body, coming down through our spine, going down through and down through our feet and back into the center of the earth. Good. And so, Mother, Father, God, we ask just now that we be filled, surrounded, and protected with the light. We ask that we be connected with our brothers and our sisters around the planet, from Australia to Switzerland to Pennsylvania to Michigan, down the planet to Arizona to Wyoming to Palm Springs, California, wherever you may be. So good. And feeling that energy within the palm of our hands, Mother, Father, God, we ask right now that we not only be filled, surrounded, and protected with the light, but we ask for the presence of our guides, our departed loved ones, our angels, the ascended masters. We ask for the presence of those light beings who contracted to be with us, that they be with us now, and that they help us shift our energy, helping us shift so that we can get through this transition of time, going through that portal, going through that tunnel, allowing us to step into that which we came here to do, allowing each and every one of you to step into your destiny, allowing you to do uniquely what you not only came here to do, but allowing you to remember the instructions that you received, not just when you were born this lifetime, but that you received lifetimes ago when you found yourself arriving here on this planet. Because we know that each and every one of you who is with us tonight has a destiny of awakening, has a destiny of service to others, has a destiny that is particular to these times, this day, moment, hour, that we are present in this now moment. So we ask that each and every one of you have not only clarity on your mission, but you have certainty on who you are, why you're here, and of your big picture, so that you can fearlessly say yes to that which you agreed to, that you can take your place among all of us who may not know exactly where we're going, but we know that we've been called. And so it is. All right. So I'm so happy to see you all. It has been a tough week. I don't know about for you. I know Mercury retrograde has not started yet, but we might as well get ready because it is going to be a big one. You can already feel it in the air. So yes, it was a big week. I want to thank any of you that donated last week or the week before to that fundraiser for my car, because that is my angel mobile, and that angel mobile needed wings to travel. All right, good. So let's just ask right now what it is that we need to know as we really jumpstart our year of miracles. And so what is a year of miracles? A year of miracles is that which you're putting in motion, that which you've been envisioning is manifesting. So I want you to all think about what it is that's been in your heart of what you'd like to manifest this year. What is it you've been putting off? What is it you've procrastinated on? What is it that you would like to really finally see manifested in this real life? So think about, I dropped the card. I got to go get it. All right. Yeah, so think about what your hopes and dreams are for this new year, what it is that you'd like to set into motion so that when we're meeting here next year, same time, same place, you actually will come here and say, oh my God, not only did I have an amazing year, but I excelled. I accomplished far more than I ever expected. I learned how to take my visions from up here and implement them on the planet over here. So the first card that I pulled, and it's kind of an interesting card. It's called Hearing Truth. And so we have our goddess here. The dove is sitting on her shoulder and whispering what is true, whispering messages, whispering new ideas, new ways to do it. So what is truth? What is your truth? How do you hear truth? So we are being guided to look within for our answers. So right now, guys, the truth, your truth of what's going on in the planet is not something that you're going to know a lot about if you're listening to the outside world telling you what they think is going on here on the planet. Okay? This is the time of discernment. This is the time of looking within and asking to be shown what is true for you. So I can't tell you what is true for you. Now, yes, I do my readings and soul awakening readings, and I'm really glad to welcome you. Thank you, all of you from around this planet. But we don't tell you what to do. When we do a soul awakening session, say the point is to remind you of how powerful you really are. Not only how powerful you really are as a creator being, but also to remind you that you came here for a bigger purpose. You came here for more than just yourself. You came here to be part of a collective whole, here to shift the planetary vibrations, okay, so that we collectively can step into this ascension energy. So each and every one of you actually has within you a key, an encodement, a message to hear truth, to discern it, to make your decisions based on it, and to be your own creator, your own source being, your own creator. So focus on what you know to be true by tuning into what you feel, all right? And not focusing on the appearances or the opinions of others. Now, guys, you and I both know that these opinions of others right now have been very, very divisive. And some of what is going on is meant to separate us from one another, isolate us, separate us, tell us what to think, tell us what to do, tell us who to be and how to be. But the guides, our guides are light beings, and these cards are saying no. We hear truth when it resonates deep inside of us. So there is a voice of spirit deep within you. Anytime you want or need guidance, you have the ability, first of all, to tune out or screen out what doesn't serve you and tune in to this voice within wherein your answers lie. Now, I'm sitting here planning some classes that are going to come up in 2022. And one of them is an intuition class, paying attention to, again, your intuition, your gut, the messages that you receive. Why? Because it doesn't matter. They can tell you that the emperor is naked all they want. But if you, with your very own eyes, look and you see, no, that emperor has no clothes, or they can tell you the emperor is dressed rather, and you see with your very own eyes that that emperor has no clothes, you need to be able to trust your very own eyes in what you're seeing. Does that make sense? All right. So let's look at all the things we're grateful for right now as we step into this jumpstart. And gratitude is what is the fuel to jumpstart our miracles. So here we are on the cusp of a new year. And what are we grateful for? Well, first of all, I am grateful that each and every one of you has made it with all your parts intact, your mind, body, and spirit intact. You're ready to hear truth, okay? You have the ability to tune into your inner voice to bring yourself peace, comfort, and clarity. But I am grateful that each and every one of you, all right, is what I like to call a miracle maker. You have that ability within you to attract to you what you want. So what are you grateful for? I'm grateful for Tina Marie in the back room here. I am grateful for each and every one of you. And those of you who I see regularly, I'm really grateful for you. I really appreciate you. Those of you who are new to the tribe, I just want to welcome you. You guys are why I come on here to change the energies. So it takes courage, by the way, to listen to that voice within. Okay? It takes courage to turn within rather than putting your faith in the people and things of this world. But if you have courage, if you have strength, you can choose what you put in your mind. You can choose what you put in your thoughts and in your body. And you can choose where you are going. So guys, we are going up. Okay? We are holding our own steady in a world that is kind of, I don't even have a word for it. Okay? I don't even want to label it, but I would say this. It is up to each and every one of us to vision what we want to implement. Okay? Envision where we see ourselves going. Envision the world we want to see. So make up your mind. I want a planet. Well, I know what I want to see. I'm not sure what you guys want to see, but I know I want to see a planet where people are free to choose what they put in their body, minds, and spirit. I want a planet where people are free to choose their medical treatment. They're free to choose where they want to live, where they want to work, who they want to be with, how they want to live. That's what I stand for. Peace, harmony, optimum health, optimum wellness, connecting to the divine, listening to your guides, and healing your body, okay? And your dogs, okay? Your families. What is important and truthful for you, okay? So it says in this little book about this card to remind you that you have the ability to intuit what is best for you, okay? And I think that that's important to remember. So I may be encouraging you to think for yourself, but it's up to you to accept it or not. It's up to you to do what you came here to do. So, but I will say this, when you believe that you are doing what you came here to do, when you believe in your visions, when you believe in your purpose, then you live your life on a higher, more excited level. So my dear friend Neil from Portal to Ascension, we've been working together. We're in another deep dive of working together, and it's magical to work with people who are on their path of ascension. They're on their path of stepping into what they're here to do, because then it is like magic. So we seek other miracle allies to support us to live our truth, live our best self. So those are some of the truths to implement this year. How am I living my best life? How am I supporting myself and the people around me to be who they are, to heal, to do their best on this planet, to be that who they came here to do. And so that is hearing truth. So how are you supporting not just yourself, but those around you to be the best, most magical, most love-filled, most inspired, heartfelt life that each of us can have? So it is a rebirth, all right? We are being reborn, but it's no one from the outside creating it. It's not a magical figure or a priest or the Heavenly Father. It is you waking up in here. It is you connecting. It is you sending your crown chakra, opening up that antenna to the heavens so you can receive this energy. So if you understand that they are sending energy down through your crown chakra now, lighting you up, lifting your energy, coming back through here so that as I look out upon you, the eyes that are seeing you, my third eye here and these physical eyes are literally connected through the crown coming out this way. So our thoughts are magical and positive. Our eyes see the good in people, see the good in the world. Our ears hear the voice of spirit. These are all jump starting where we are going. But it's time to trust in yourself and trust in the visions and the downloads that you get. Because one of the fastest ways to stop hearing from spirit, stop connecting to the divine, is by constantly questioning and saying, oh, well, I must have made it up. I'm going to ask again. And then you ask over and over and over the same thing. It is time to actually, as hearing truth, well, one of the truths is, how open are you to hearing the voice of your guides? Okay? How open are you to hearing truth? And it is kind of funny because I had my horoscope yesterday said that I was going to have an argument with a very good friend, or I was going to make up with a very good friend who I had an argument with because they tried to tell me the truth about things I should do in my business. And so according to the horoscope, I guess I couldn't receive the truth from someone else about suggestions. And so I put up a wall, put up a fight, and apparently, according to the horoscope, was destroying this friendship. Well, the funniest thing is that my dear friend Neil is here, by the way, and he and I have been working on many aspects of programs that we're offering out in the world and on things that I'm doing, and he's giving me a tremendous amount of truth because I'm open to it, because I'm ready to receive. So the question for each of you is, how open are you now? How open are you to take a leap of faith? How open are you to hear truth about who you are on the planet? And how open are you to doing that which you are receiving from your guides? 10% open, 50% open, or 100% open? Now, as open as you may be to hearing truth from your guides is also as open as you're going to be to receiving prosperity and money and success. It's all interrelated. So what's a jump start? A jump start is coming to terms with what it is you really want. You know, and kind of not only what it is you really want, but what are those messages you've been receiving your entire life? I'm going to tell you that 2022 is the most important year we have ever encountered, all of us, all right? All of you on here. Everything has been a prelude to this year. It's been an initiation. It's been a cocoon. It's been a testing ground. It has been a nightmare. It's been a nightmare you can't wake up out of. It's been a true testing ground. Many of you have lost people, either physically leaving the planet or relationships that are breaking up, jobs that you've had, lifestyles that you've had. It has been probably the most destructive period that we know about because it has destroyed families, relationships, businesses, personal health, personal certainty, and more, personal responsibility. And so I'm here to tell you that you are here because all of that has happened. And spirit knows, your guides know, your higher self knows that you are more than capable of handling what is happening now. You have an assignment specific for today, for these days, for this year. Now, last year was the year of freedom versus restriction. So the powers that be may have given us a little bit of freedom, and on the right hand and on the left hand, they took them away. Okay? Maybe that theme played out in your relationships. You felt a sense of freedom, and then it was taken away. That's the test. Well, this year is responsibility. It's a year of personal and planetary responsibility. So each of us can, should we choose to accept, really step into our angelic powers. You can spread those wings. You can be tall. You can imagine that you're wearing a cape that's here to assist humanity. And you can be tall and proud in knowing that. And so I'm telling you that that is actually a purpose for each and every one of you. You would not be here and still here, listening to this, whether it's now or later on, if you did not have a mission that was to do more, to be more, to help, to serve, to do a particular purpose that only you can do. You are the link only you can do. So I am here to remind you that I need you to do these miracles. I need you to be you. I need you to do you. You need me to do me, because by me doing me tonight, I'm like turning up your switch. I'm helping to turn up your power. Thus, when you activate and you remember and you activate your DNA, then you step in your power. You can turn around and help those people waiting for you to step into your power. You pay it forward. Therefore, instead of there being just 5 of us, say, holding the light, now it's the 5 of us plus more people, the ones you're gathering. Okay? That is what we do to you. All right, so you are here by choice. I just saw something. Each and every one of you chose to be here. This is our time. Sometimes we can remember why, okay? Sometimes you remember that you had a purpose to interact just like this. So for Omar and Rob and Neil, I know that I have had a mission to work with them, that I've done it with them before. And I also know that many of you have contracted because you were part of that mystery school in other lifetimes. And so you too have contracted to work with Neil, to work with Omar, to work with myself, or to work with each other. It's not a new karma. It's something that's been brought forward that the powers that be go, okay, we know that this is what's going on planet Earth. We've done this before. I have worked with many of you in other lifetimes before, and that's why it feels familiar. So when I say welcome, I also say welcome this life, past life, future lives, this dimension, all dimensions, because timelines happen all simultaneously. But in the now, we can co-create our future. What future do you want to create? What timeline do you want to switch? So I'm going to tell you something. The timeline of the planet deteriorating into massive government control, the timeline of the planet deteriorating into a one world control government, the timeline of all of us being afraid of our own choices, afraid of our freedom, that is not my timeline. So if that's the timeline that you know that others on this planet might be on, and remember I talk in words because I don't want to say the words, all right, because we understand what happens to people who speak truth. Isn't that funny that this card was about hearing truth without speaking truth, okay? And I know a lot of speakers like me speak about it without using the word of it, okay? So when we know this, then we come together and create our reality. So the reality here is that we will not be silenced. We will not say yes when we mean no. We will not be coerced into seeing a picture of dark, cold, depressing winter. We will not succumb to fear. We will not be blinded to the truth that there is a higher purpose in what is going on, that we together can actually shift any energies by holding that we have a planet where we are open. We have a planet where each and every person has the potential to choose their health care, choose natural medicine that gets them well, choose their jobs, their life, and their protocols. Okay? We decide our reality, and that is awesome. Okay? And by the way, guys, the name John, the name Joan means gift of God. God was gracious. So I appreciate some of those words of wisdom that I see. But yes, creating our own reality. So what reality do you want to see, right? What reality do you want to see? So the other card that I pulled, so the first was the one about truth, but this one is honor of the ancient king. It's the lion. I'm hearing that song in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. So it's from a different era of time. But when we honor the ancient king, okay, then we're honoring that power within us. We are honoring that side of us that can roar like a lion, okay? We honor that side of us that has and knows truth and that has empowering messages. So I want to challenge you. When you go out in the world, are you the one that uplifts other people around you? Or are you the one that is so distressed that you depress everyone around you? Which side are you? Because we are being called to be responsible for our thoughts, our actions, and what we put out into the ethers. You know that ethers, that thoughts are real. Thoughts are as real as like my glasses, okay? These are solid. Thoughts are solid, okay? So if you go out and you say, I'm a tiger, or I'm a lion, I can roar and I have courage, and go out into the full moon and roar, you're incorporating that in your body. And that's what's important, okay? To start embracing the animal within you then, that lion, that tiger, that cheetah, that giraffe, that elephant, whatever those animal beings within you, those qualities, embrace them. Embrace them. Not only embrace them, oh my God. I remember last year having about 3 or 4 clients I was working with that the issue was embracing your personal power, and their assignment was to go out under the full moon and really do that King Kong one move, where you're pounding on your chest and you're just God, I can't even remember the sound anymore. You're just howling, okay? You're just howling at the moon. You're roaring like a lion. You are doing you. No one can do you as well as you can do you. So here's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you that we're in a unique time. On one level, Jupiter is now in Capricorn. Prosperity, good luck, good fortune can rain down on us. On the other hand, we're stepping into responsibility versus a burden. So there's going to be a lot of burdens. A lot of people are going to need caring for. A lot is going to happen that will unravel in certain ways. It's not going to look pretty. So what am I saying to you? No matter what it looks like, start to understand, sitting on that pyramid behind me, okay? Above there, looking down, step back and see the big picture. Yes, the planet is devolving. It is disintegrating. It is a sense of chaos. It is unraveling as all those patterns, all of those soul contracts that we're stuck in get broken. And as the truth is revealed, like what truth, okay? Truths like revealing the medical, industrial, pharmaceutical complex, okay? The truth about the pharmaceutical industry, the truth about some of those things that in Western medicine that we have taken for granted, but which may actually not even be based in truth. We don't know. So I'm willing to tell you that the truth about everything you've been told is about to be revealed. The truth about religion, the truth about the foundation of the planet, the truth about who you are over the next year. In fact, I'm going to encourage you to be joining me on Portal to Ascension over the next year. I have many events planned and co-producing on really extraterrestrial life, metaphysics, Kundalini energies, star seeds and hybrids, all of these topics of stepping into consciousness. So we are going to really take deep dives into the truth. Okay? All right. So I'm going to come up for air for a second. I love these cards. These are like my plant medicine cards. The nourishment of the soul. So how do we get relief here? What do? We nourish our soul. We nurture our heart. If we don't nourish our soul, no one's going to nourish your soul. You'll just give, and find yourself drained. Nourishing the soul means replenishing yourself every day. So some people say that coming on my show on Miracle Monday nourishes their soul. Hot dog makes me feel good. It nourishes my soul because I can't be in a low frequency state and run this show. I actually need to be able to wear this crown and be that crown and be that Joan of Angels. So I raise my vibratory frequency so I can come out and love on you. And so that you could receive it. Okay, so maybe a sensing of a good soul. We say, let's nourish our souls, okay? Let's feed our soul. Imagine that your soul was a plant, okay? If it was a plant, and you know that if you don't water the plant, it would die, then of course you would water the plant. So what is it your soul needs to be nourished? Souls actually need a sense of purpose, to feel a sense of purpose that's nourishing to the soul. Souls need a sense of love, of loving others and being love. We nurture soul. How else do we nourish or nurture soul? Well, positive thoughts as opposed to negative thoughts. So we put in positive thoughts to uplift your energies. When we go out in the world, we infuse wherever we go with that walking in love energy, so that when we walk into a place, we bring that love energy to it. And so regardless if it's in the ghetto, your energy will infuse it with that source power, okay? With the power of the celestials, with the power of the Kundalini consciousness, with the power of awakening to love. So if you're in a bad mood and you go out in the world and you get road rage at someone and you send them hostile thoughts, you are actually responsible for lowering planetary frequency and lowering their frequency. As opposed to you go out in the world, and even if those drivers are nuts, you know that they're nuts because what's going on in the world is so crazy that they cannot help themselves. So what do? We send them light. We send them love. We imagine them driving safely. We imagine them getting home safely. We imagine them having enough food, clothing, shelter, wellness. By envisioning them healthy, wealthy, and happy, not only are you enabling them to get in that frequency, but what you're going to get back is health, wealth, and happiness as well. So you are responsible for that. So as a sweet soul here on the planet, okay, what I am putting out to you in a high frequency energy is at the frequency of a 910, okay, because I just asked the 910. So this energy has the ability to uplift thousands of you and raise the frequency. That is what you're getting. If you tune up that antenna, you can take this energy and know that you too can raise the frequency of thousands of people around you. So let's start by imagining that you have that miracle switch in front of you, that miracle mastery switch, and we are turning up that dial. We are turning it up, 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 and up. We're going to turn up that dial from a low frequency to a 5, to a 6, to an 8, to a 9, to a 10. All right. All right. Let's do that. All right. I want to share something very special with you guys right now. Hold on. I'm going to look for it. See if I can find it. Let's see. Here it is. Yeah. One of the things that is upcoming is that I'm going to be doing some new events and workshops. And the one that I am going to be doing, I haven't posted it anywhere yet, but look for it. Save the date. I'm going to be doing an event called The Practical Guide to Manifest Your Reality. There's no links to it yet, but stay tuned for it. And if you are interested in knowing about it, make sure you sign up on the website, joanofangels.com, so that you will be getting information you need to know about how you take all these concepts and literally turn them into reality. So that's going to be the first in a series of 8 upcoming workshops, but this is the first one that's going to go up. I meet with my web guy tomorrow, so hopefully we're going to get it out there for you. All right, so now. Okay, so when we work on a higher plane, then we see it happen first. So, for instance, I have a client and a dear friend who's being forced to move. And she was going into a tithy, getting distressed. Well, what is my suggestion for her? Well, my suggestion for her is to start to see the kind of home she wants to move into. So let's see it. What kind of home, if you need to move, do you want to move into? What kind of car do you want to drive? Because that's what I'm looking at now. What kind of car do I need as my angel mobile? What kind of year do you want it to be? How do you want it to be financially? How do you want it to be work-wise? How do you want it to be health-wise? And as I said, that it is time to manifest your reality and not the reality that the powers that be want to implement. So remember that. Time to be fearless on our path. All right, so I guess I have some more information to share with you, okay? If you'd like to continue the conversation, there is a Zoom call. Yes, guys. So I am actually, one of the reasons I changed the time of this program to 5 p.m. Pacific is so that I could actually be on this Wish Alliance call. So if you want to post the details for that call, that would be wonderful. And there is a wonderful call there tonight with Barbara Handclough, and she's going to be talking about time, the nature of reality, and timelines. So very fascinating. So yeah, that is actually why we're going early. So, all right. So continuing conversations, guys. And I see that some of you have shared this. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate all of you very, very much. And I also appreciate those of you who took advantage of some of the Christmas specials that I offered last week. We're having a good time with that. Okay. Now we're asking another question. All right. Okay, so in this conversation of jump starting, I just asked my guides, I said, well, what should I tell them? And so the card that came up is opportunity. So opportunity means that the opportunities for each and every one of us to learn discernment, to pay attention to what's on inside and to be our best self. Honestly, I promise you, you came in this life to be your best self this year. That's why it's happening. It's really happening in a big way. It's happening in a way that we couldn't have predicted 2 years ago or 3 years ago that this is what's going to unfold. But that which you came in is that which is happening now. And so that's why I talk about you as a leader. I talk about you as light workers. I talk about you as empowered beings. And I talk about you as those who are the leaders of now. All right. You are the ones. People are going to be looking to you for that strength, that power that you have within you. And so it is. So look for the opportunities to speak truth. Look for opportunities to help. Look for opportunities to share your wisdom. Look for your opportunities to be your best self. All right, so we're going to infuse you with a little extra energy right now. Okay? All right. So I'm not sure where the link is for that. I probably have that in my email, but I'm not going to look for that now. So here we go. Everyone is a leader, and if you don't know in what way, shape, or form, feel free to reach out. That's some of the work we do and in the sessions, in the private sessions. We look at that. And next month's event is going to be all about manifesting it into reality. So how do we get it turned on right now? Start to feel that energy between your hands. And guys, if you have not gone to my website, go to joanofangels.com and please sign up, and feel free to sign up for the special free ebook, which talks all about your soul-filled purpose. And I was having a chat the other day with my family last week when I was up north. And they were saying, well, Joan, how do you stay motivated no matter what, right? Well, I stay motivated because I know my purpose. And so I feel like I'm here to leap over tall buildings in a single bound. And when I wake up in the morning, it's like, what can I do today that's further on my path, that says yes to the opportunities, that is tuned into my guides so that I can do what I came here to be. So what I came here to be is a mentor for you. I came here to help remind you. When I did my ET regression a few years ago and I saw myself on the ships, what was I doing in my ET regressions? I was literally turning up your antennas, just what I'm doing now. So one of the ways we know our missions is by being consistent with who we are and what we are here to do. Okay, so being consistent is important. Knowing consistent with that alignment is important. So wanted to remind you all, wish meetings. Okay, so this must be the tonight event. So Tina, if you can kind of copy and paste that and put it into the comments so people can hop on Zoom for tonight's event, which should be very, very powerful. All right. And also, just a reminder, I don't have the link for it, but if you go to portaltoascension.org, you can check out, there is the big hybrids and walk-in conference this upcoming weekend as well. All right. Now, getting my grounding, feeling the energies here, sending out to you right now, receiving. So sending out this way to each and every one of you. You know that your right hand sends, the left hand receives. So as I send it to you, imagine you receiving it with your left hand, feeling it go through your body and coming out again through my right hand. And so we are actually sending a synergy of higher frequency energies. Okay, and if you have a pain in your body, put your hand on that pain. Put your left hand on the No. Okay. Put your left hand out and put your right hand on that pain as I continue to send it out and help raise that frequency for you. And know that when you are on Miracle Monday with me, you are part of the uplifting of our tribe, the uplifting of vibrations for the many people that will see this now or see this later. You are part of the solution to higher vibrational frequencies. So we are jumpstarting miracles, not just for you and I, but for the world around us. The timeline that we're part of, this life, past life, future life. So when we implement the code of miracle activations, we are also freeing up our ancestors, the timelines behind us, and opening up the pathway forward. So we're going to take advantage of the opportunities. We're going to say yes to our destiny. Say yes to your destiny. Say yes and know that you are here for that reason. Okay? So let go of anything that no longer serves you. Please let go, let go, let go. So what are those things we let go of? I did a reading last week for a dear friend, and I felt very sad as I did the reading because as I could feel that we were in another place, an alternate reality, and I saw her on her knees, and the divine beings were circled around her, and there was a beam of light coming down towards the top of the head. And what I saw was that she was so encased in her worries, so encased in her fears, so encased in her, like going round and round and round and repeating all of the negative thoughts over and over and over again, being so encased that the light could not penetrate. My job, my loved friends, is to help open up you so you can actually allow the light to come through and start to accept and open up your connection with the divine. And so that is what you are experiencing now. We are actually opening up your connection with the divine so you can hear the voice of your guides, the voice of your intuition, and then you can act upon it, trusting what you receive and acting upon it. And that, my dear friends, is an art form to learn how to do that. So the other day, I had to make the drive down from Northern Cal to Southern Cal. So I was able to get my car fixed, finally, and I'm driving, and I'm really a nervous wreck. And the light comes on in my car as I'm driving. It's the TPM, Tire Pressure Monitor System, TPMS. And so I pull over to off the road, and the sign says, well, if the light goes off, you may have a problem with your tires. So I proceeded to completely forget about it. And so the other day, I'm here down in the desert, and I'm about to go drive about 30 miles across, and I hear this voice. It says, Joan, go check your tire. I went, oh, I don't want to check my tires. I want to get over the other side. 40 miles. I want to get there right now. I'm going to ignore it. And I hear another voice, Joan, check your tires. And sure enough, I go, but God, I'm just too busy. I heard the voice the third time, Joan, check your tires. So I want you to know something. I went and checked my tires. Thank God I went and checked my tires, because when I got there, the guy who checks that he does that's his job, checking all these tire pressures. I was like 1 degree. I was so low that I was only like 1 degree above the lowest I could be. Let's put it that way. They were very low. And so there I was, wanting to ignore the message from my guides, just like all of you. And I finally listened, thank God, or I would have had a flat tire in the desert, which would never have been a good thing. You don't want anything to break here in the desert, honestly. So listening is important. Opening this up is important. All right. I have said a lot. Does anyone have any comments or questions about anything I've said? Okay. First, I want to, as I'm saying all these things, I want to thank you all for being part of this growing tribe. I'm very grateful. It just awes me to, thrills me to no end. I have a very exciting 2022 planned. Over the next few weeks, I'll be releasing new videos on subjects that I know you're all going to want to hear about. I'm also going to be releasing information about the programs that I'm going to be offering this year and all the conferences that I'm going to be co-producing with Neil. And so it's very, very exciting. And so every time I do that, I am raising up my frequency. All right. So as we work on raising our frequencies, one of the interesting things I love to see with our third eye is there's two things that happen. Number one, we can get a plug or a cork in our throat chakra. Sometimes it's given for certain reasons. I'm not going to go into details right now, but the same thing, we can have a cover over our third eye. So we actually want to pull away anything that turns off our third eye. So we want to see our third eye being able to, sometimes I like to envision windshield wipers. Boom, 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 boom. Cleaning my third eye, making it so I can see, opening up the veils between dimensions and between portals. So I'm going to say this: say yes to your destiny, say yes to your brilliance, say yes to those voices within. And again, guys, thank you so much. And be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Also, be sure to check out the ebook, free ebook you get on my website, joanofangels.com. Sign up for that. Feel free to take a look at the Soul Awakening sessions. If you have any questions or concerns about how the heck you are going to make this happen for yourself. And we are not alone. That's why we do it together. We raise our frequency. All right. Final message. Yep. Final message is, in each other we find ourselves. I couldn't have even found a better card. For all of us, in each other is you, is me, and we are all together for all of this. So I'm very grateful for all of you. I feel like I spend my time loving on you. And I appreciate all of you, each and every one of you in my life. Feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to hop on Telegram. I do have a Telegram account, Joan of Angels chat. That's where I put mostly things that upset me and disturb me. And I post them like mad. Feel free to comment and post things that are out in the world that you might have different points of view on. So that is how we comfort each other and we raise our vibrational frequency. So we're going to leave it on that note. We are here for a reason. Our destiny is now. Our destiny is together collectively raise the vibrational frequencies and to do what we came here to do. So you can be as inspired and motivated as I am. And happy to see old friends, for sure. I'm telling you, this is our time. You have been going through that initiation period. We are being initiated. We are waking up. We are being reminded. And each and every one of you has that role to play. So there you have it. So guys, I am Joan of Angels. It is Miracle Monday. I'm happy to see each and every one of you. Stay and be in touch. Reach out and love on each other. We were born for this. We made it to another year. You were born for this. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's roar like a lion. Let's beat our chest with that personal power. And let's say yes to our destiny. And so it is. All right, my friends. I love you. Have a beautiful day. I will see you soon. And sending you much love. And take care. Blessings for outrageous miracles. Bye for now. See you all soon. Ciao.